In times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. Eric Hoffer said that. Hi everyone, this is Ray Stendall, publisher of Customer Engagement Magazine and the author of the Customer Engagement Manifesto. So happy you're here with us as we're making progress through this video series with our spotlight and focus on Edwards Deming. In this video, you're going to discover the importance of continuous education in search of real quality across a business. This principle of his, Institute Education, is absolutely key. So let's dive in and take a look at a quote that I love that Deming had to share in his book, Out of the Crisis. It's not necessary to change. Survival is not mandatory. See, in this world, one thing is certain. Aside from death and taxes, it's change. Change is around us each and every day, and we're either growing or we are dying. We're either adapting to change and developing, or we are being compromised and being lost in history, in the past. So Deming's point is this, that change is all around us. And unless we are constantly instituting education in everything that we do in terms of figuring out how we can get more efficient and effective in the production of solutions through more effective ways of gathering market requirements, unless we are becoming more sophisticated and learning best practices to connect with our audience from a marketing standpoint, to connect with our audience from a sales standpoint, and to find faster and easier ways to provide better support to ensure value transfer, we're being left behind. So we have to accept that change is around us. We have to accept that we cannot stand still. And we have to put our money where our mouth is and be willing to educate ourselves and educate our teams and institute education as an important factor within our culture. So how can we improve if we don't embrace change? This is something that he talked a lot about in his book. And how can we adequately deal with change if we don't have the knowledge and the understanding to do so? When we think about education, we can start first with theoretical level of knowledge and so forth. But theoretical levels of knowledge doesn't become understanding until we add an experiential component where you get your hands dirty, so to speak, and really try and implement the theory that is in front of you. That practical component gives you the knowledge and understanding, the key piece being understanding. And that's how ultimately you're going to grow. Another key point that Deming had to share in this area had to do with the importance of elementary statistical methods throughout an organization. If you do not effectively monitor and measure your results, how can you effectively manage and ultimately predict how you are going to fare in the future as it relates to the quality that you offer relative to the defects that are being generated, as it relates to the extent to which your marketing message is resonating with your target audience, and ultimately the extent to which you're able to profitably sell your solutions in the marketplace. So understanding the fact that quality of engagement and quality solutions need to be monitored and measured from a statistical standpoint and tracked to understand if you're getting better, staying the same, or getting worse as you and your company deal with change is vitally important. All members of your company across the various functional areas need to be educated to learn the methods of being able to effectively track and report on the results that they are getting so that we can understand if improvement is in fact getting better. So when we think about this from a customer engagement standpoint, I think it's pretty straightforward, is that you need to make the investment in learning the various aspects of training, on-the-job training, culture training, customer engagement training across the 4 critical areas of building, marketing, selling, and supporting. So you got to take a look at your systems and your processes today and ask yourself, what is your organization doing to educate themselves on what works and what does not? And go across each of your functional areas. So if you're a marketing manager, take a look at your marketing organization and say, what are we doing really here to be on the leading edge of marketing? What new media are we doing? How are we formulating our message? How are we testing our message? If you're in sales, take a look at what systems are we using to track our customer information, prospect information, to make sure we have a complete picture of our customer? What are we doing to get better and in terms of role playing to understand how we respond to a customer when they bring up various comments or concerns that through your experience you know is something that you can handle and to truthfully communicate to them. Remember, this is not about manipulation. It's not about advanced persuasion. It's about helping your customer reach a conclusion that you know from your experience as an industry professional is going to ultimately help them and value will be transferred. So I'm asking you this question about how are you consistently educating yourself, your team? What are you doing, for example, when you lose a major account, when you lose a major customer? You just say, oh, we lost a major customer? Or do you get down and dirty and start really looking at, okay, let's put a mind map together. Let's understand what went wrong here. How can we get better and track the issues to the cause? The more that you can do that, the more that you can categorize why you make the mistakes that you do is the beginnings of having a shot of actually being able to improve it. I hope you found this video useful, as all of them were really working really hard for you here to create you some awesome content. Please comment and share. Help us get this message out to a wider audience. That would really be beneficial to us and to you, because we'll be able to create even more great videos for you. So now, here's what you can look forward to. In our next video, we're going to talk about the 14th of the 14 principles, top management commitment. Then we're going to flow into talking about the diseases that organizations, primarily in the West, are affected by. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video.